Hello and welcome to another episode of PopCulture Reacts. Spoiler: first one's recording in the new year because
Yes.
I had the evil Rona.
We're 1 year older. I
We're
don't think it
one
works
year
like that,
older,
does it? Yeah. But, we'll pretend it works like that.
and I am bringing the first song for the year of new records,
Yep.
and I'm bringing some '90s hippity hop.
The boy's done well. I needed a bit of a pick me up today. It was a bit of a bland, stroke horrible day for me. But I didn't even need to tell him. He just picked a song out of the ether, told me what it is, and I went, "Love you."
And what is that song?
It's Mistadobolina, Mr. Bob Dobolina, Mistadobolina, Mr. Bob Dobolina, Mistadobolina, Mr. Bob Dobolina.
That is the one by
Yeah,
Del the Funkee Homosapien.
and that boy is funky.
So, should we get down on our old school selves with some old school hippity hop?
Yeah. I think it's fair to say that as much as this is a React channel, I think we made it clear we both know this song. But yes, we wanted something that we both love, and hopefully anyone who's watching this who's never seen it before loves it too, and anyone who has seen it before and does love it is watching it again. Yes, come on down. Right, let's go.
Let's go.
Spanky intro.
Oh, I know I'm drunk now. Ladies and gentlemen, I forgot my favorite man sitting over there. His name is
Mr. Doubleina, Mr. Bob Doubleina, 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 Mr. Doubleina, Mr. Bob Doubleina.
Mr. Dobolina, Mr. Bob Dobolina, Mr. Bob Dobolina, won't you quit? You really make me sick with your fraudulent behavior. You're gonna make me flip and then the army couldn't save you. Why don't you behave, you little rugrat? Take a little tip from the tabloid, because I know I'm not paranoid. When I say I saw you trying to mock me, now you and your crew are on a mission trying to hawk me. But it isn't happening, you fraudulent foes. You used to front big time, now I suppose that everything's cool since the style of apparel you adopted. You used to make fun of, but now you wanna rock it. So you gotta kick it with the homies. But DEL is already hip to your cronies. Me and CMP's thought about this and never have we seen a brother who would hover like Mr. Dobolina.
Doubleina, Mr. Bob Doubleina, Mr. Doubleina, Mr. Doubleina, Mr. Bob Doubleina, Mr. Doubleina, Mr. Bob Doubleina, Mr. Doubleina, Mr. Bob Doubleina. Mr. Doubleina, Mr. Bob Doubleina, Mr. Doubleina, Mr. Bob Doubleina, Mr. Doubleina, Mr. Bob Doubleina.
Ooh, Mr. Dobolina, you thought you could manipulate, you thought you could fool me. Ooh, Mr. Dobolina, teach wizard put me on a stumper, then he schooled me. Friends could be fraudulent, just you wait and see. First he was my money grip, then he stole my honey dip. Mr. Dobolina is a serpent, don't you agree? The little two-timer resembles Aunt Jemima with jeans and a dirty white hoodie. Seems like he wouldn't be a snake, or would he? Disguises come in all sizes and shapes. Notice the facade of the snakes. They all catch the vapes, even though last year there was GQ. Took a lot of time before the DEL could see through the mask. All I had to do is ask the Emperor and Kwame, and my man responded they were bombe. Fraudulent foe with the strength of Hercules. The way you're on my dick must really hurt your knees. You need to take heed and quit being such a groupie. Ever since I did a little show in Guadalupe, I never saw a groupie like you. But what is funny is you wanted to be down with my crew. But DEL is not down with any clowns of justice. So I would suggest that you try to impress Uncle Fester Dobolina. Because you don't impress me, Dobolina. The style of dress is not the key, Dobolina. It's all in the mind and the heart, so you should start by remembering you gotta pay a fee, Dobolina.
Doubleina, Mr. Bob Doubleina, Mr. Doubleina, Mr. Bob Doubleina, Mr. Doubleina, Mr. Bob Doubleina, Mr. Doubleina, Mr. Bob Doubleina.
Glory, I'm stupid. Mr. Bob Dobolina. Glory, I'm stupid.
His name is
Mr. Doubleina, Mr. Bob Doubleina.
The end.
Mr.
So
Doubleina, Mr.
says-
Bob Doubleina.
It's one of the things that's really striking for me, watching it back now, is how young he looks. Because I'm so used to seeing him in the subsequent years, and I'd forgotten. And of course, you know, you look at anyone going back to when they were young, and you go, "Oh, hello." But yeah, strikingly kind of different in his appearance than inevitably he ends up kind of being. And also, I think musically, I mean, Delta Funkee Homosapien is an artist I love and has done so many songs I love, but so many collaborations I love, and worked with so many people. And I think he changes so much over the years, but I still love this song. This is an absolute and I say like a 90s classic and a 90s banger, but I think even at the time, despite having kind of the hooks and the samples similar to what we were used to, I think even then there was something fresh about him and the way he does things that even struck out for me back then. He didn't feel like every other artist that was out there, despite having some of the tropes at the time.
Yeah, it said musically it does sound of its time.
Great samples though, even though it does sound
Yeah.
of its time.
But his flow and stuff over it is so not of what's going on at the time, because obviously it's the birth of NWA, it's, you know, Ice Cube, and, you know, the more popular side you would have had Vanilla Ice and MC Hammer and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But he is not there. He's not sort of between either of them. He's like just on his own doing him. And yeah, he turns up on all sorts of stuff throughout the years, and it's like, oh yes,
Turns up on some of my favorite albums as well. There's one that he plays a big part in, and it's Deltron 3030, and it is absolutely amazing, and to a large part because of his involvement in it. And maybe we'll get to that at some point in the future, because I absolutely love it, and probably not as known about as I feel like it should be. But I guess it came out at a time where it was very different to what I guess else was coming out in the hip hop world, and his involvement with the hieroglyphics and kind of bringing that, I don't know, I think as it goes on, that more considerate, lackadaisical style of hip hop that maybe leans more into your kind of jazzy, more different samples, and just a wonderful, and this one feels like probably the most commercially viable of all of his stuff, but still brilliant. You know, I love it. I absolutely love it.
yeah. It is very much of the sort of early hip hop, that the first sort of things that I'd ever heard.
Yeah.
That made me go, ooh, what is this? This isn't, you know, because obviously at the same time I'm hearing, like, first hearing Metallica and sort of 80s pop and stuff, and yeah, it gets me back in the feels of like, oh, I remember this from being a kid.
Yeah, and you know, like we were probably still listening to cassettes and stuff then, and it reminds me of kind of getting the album and getting a bit fixated on this. So there was lots of play, rewind, play, rewind, and it's not, the album's great, it's fun, but yeah, sometimes it's just that one song, and I couldn't even skip back a track, so I didn't even have it on the CD. And I'm pretty sure, although they probably have deteriorated into nothing at this point, but I'm pretty sure most of my hip hop cassettes are still in my mother's loft somewhere. But
the thing is, do you have anything to play them on?
No, I don't even have a CD player, let alone a cassette player. The world moved on. Just I didn't bother getting rid of that stuff out of houses before the world moved on.
So hopefully it has done to Seddon clearly what it does to you and perks up your day
Yes.
with some funky hip hop.
Yeah.
Maybe Seddon will bring some metal next time and really freak us all out. You know, me bringing the hip
Um,
hop and him bringing the metal.
Do you know what? I already know what I'm bringing for the next time, and it's not metal, but it's not. I'm hoping it's in your wheelhouse. But anyway, that's for another day.
That's for another time.
Yeah.
As always, like, subscribe, ring the bell.
Yep.
Ideas and suggestions down there so they can go into Seddon's spreadsheet of joy.
Yes.
Because as we all know, he loves a spreadsheet, that boy.
Especially anything kind of either this era of hip hop, because I know it's an era that I do love, and I know that you do. But also anything later than this era that you think, if you like Delta Funkee Homosapien, you will like this. Because I'm always on the lookout for hip hop I haven't heard.
Yeah, it is that. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, and we will see you all very soon. Goodbye.